Please remain standing. We will now have the presentation of colors and the national anthem. Colors will be presented by the Joint Service Color Guard of the University of Memphis' United States Army, Naval, and Air Force Reserve Office Training Corps. The national anthem will be sung by Ms. Arthella J. Williams. Arthella is a senior vocal performance major. Earlier today, Arthella received the Bachelor of Music degree in music performance. Congratulations, Arthella. She has performed in numerous concerts with the collegiate choir, gospel choir, university singers, and chamber choir. Her University of Memphis opera credits include Idomeneo, Tartuffe, The Crucible, and Die Zauberflöte. She has performed at the Playhouse on the Square as Motormouth Maybelle in Hairspray, Church Mama in Color Purple, and most recently featured to sing at the Orpheum Theater for the 2013-2014 Ostrander Awards. Arthella? Good afternoon. Please be seated. I am Karen Weddle West, Interim University Provost. I want to welcome you to the fall convocation of the 103rd commencement of the university. We are extremely proud of our graduating class. Today we will award a total of 1,531 degrees from the 12 schools and colleges that comprise the university. During this ceremony, we will recognize 528 graduates in 3 of our colleges and 1 of our schools. Earlier, we recognized our other graduates, and this brings the total number of degrees awarded since 1912 to 163,362. At this time, I'd like to introduce some special members of the Platform Party who will be participating in today's ceremony. Please stand as you are introduced. Ms. Tammy Hedges, Interim Vice President for External Relations. Ms. Melanie Murray, Chief Legal Counsel, University of Memphis. Mr. Bobby Prince, Associate Vice President for Development. Dr. Andrew Myers, Interim Vice President for Research and Executive Director, University of Memphis Research Foundation. Mr. David Zettergren, Vice President, Business and Finance. Ms. Ellen Watson, Chief Information Officer and Vice Provost for Information Technology. Dr. Rosie Phillips Bingham, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Reginald Leon Green, President, Faculty Senate. Mr. Peter Letzel, Cecil C. Humphrey School of Law. Dr. Dan L. Lattimore, Dean, University College. Dr. Richard Ranter, Dean, College of Communication and Fine Arts. Dr. Eric Link, Associate Dean, College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Sylverna Ford, Dean, University Libraries. Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean, School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. It is my pleasure now to introduce Mr. Ricky Kirby, President of the Student Government Association. Ricky is a senior, majoring in finance. Ricky?
Good afternoon and congratulations, graduates. Give yourselves a round of applause. Congrats. You know, if I had to take a guess, I would bet that most of you sitting right before me think you're pretty smart, and you probably think you're pretty cool, and you probably find value in the unique things that you can bring to the table. After all, you are graduating from the University of Memphis, and when I graduate a decade from now, I'm thinking the same things. So now, how many people besides yourself see your value? One of the wisest things I was ever told was life is 99% perception and 1% what actually is. That's the reason why when people say things about my generation, they say things like, millennials are going to make the average the new exceptional. And then some turn around and say, revitalizing broken communities and massive technological advances will be millennials' biggest accomplishments. Now, those statements differ quite a bit because the people making them have different perceptions of my generation, because they obviously don't know what the future holds. This is why companies and institutions are now spending more than ever on marketing to create a particular perception. I'm sure you meet people every day, and after talking with them, you're absolutely fascinated by them and realize what a great person that they really are. And I'm sure you've met people on the other end of that too, that after your conversations, you had a little higher expectations for. And I can almost guarantee that how you interacted with that person at first was based upon your perception of them. I say all of this to make the point that people are always perceiving you in some manner. Every action you make, everything you post, and everything you do should be a reflection of who you are. Because when it's not, people begin to perceive you as things that you are not. Get creative in how you show the world your uniqueness and your value. People are drawn to unique individuals and people who set themselves apart. And always remember that people and things are not always as they seem at first sight, and sometimes you have to give things a second glance so that you too can see their value. Here at the University of Memphis, you have been taught how to dream, how to think, but most importantly, how to do. Now it is your turn to show the world the greatness that you can and that you will achieve. Never forget that you're a Memphis Tiger, and Memphis Tigers never give up and always give back. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Ricky, for those inspiring and encouraging words. It is also my distinct pleasure to introduce our 12th president of the University of Memphis, Dr. M. David Rudd.
Let me add my welcome to you for the fall convocation for the 103rd commencement. Today is an exciting day for those of us at the university. We have had the opportunity to work with you as students, to get to know you as individuals, and become aware of your talents and your dreams. We have watched you learn, mature, and now we have the opportunity to see you move to a new phase in your life. It is a thrill for us to be involved in your education. Now it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce your commencement speaker, and we have a great one for you today. Dr. James R. Downing is the CEO and president of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. He is internationally recognized for his seminal contributions to understanding the genetic missteps driving childhood cancer. Dr. Downing was instrumental in launching the St. Jude Washington University Pediatric Cancer Genome Project, the world's largest project devoted to understanding childhood cancer. At the project's start in 2010, researchers planned to sequence the complete normal and cancer genomes for about 600 children with some of the least understood and most aggressive forms of cancer. Project researchers exceeded the goal by sequencing 700 normal and cancer genomes. In doing so, they produced key discoveries in childhood leukemia, brain tumors, central nervous system tumors, and eye tumors. The project is now in the second phase to dig deeper into the genomic landscape of childhood cancers. In addition, St. Jude has undertaken a major effort to translate genomics into clinical decision-making on a day-to-day basis. Dr. Downing has traveled the globe presenting his research and has received numerous honors, including the Association for Molecular Pathology Award for Excellence in Molecular Diagnostics, the American Association for Cancer Research Team Science Award, and the American Association for the Advancement of Sciences Fellowship. In 2013, he was nominated by Time magazine for its list of the 100 most influential people in the world. Time also listed the Pediatric Cancer Genome Project among the top 100 new scientific discoveries. Most recently, Dr. Downing was elected to the Institute of Medicine, a very prestigious branch of the National Academy of Sciences. Joining St. Jude in 1986 as an assistant professor in pathology, Dr. Downing has risen through the ranks to serve as chair of the department from 1997 to 2009. He earned both his undergraduate and medical degrees from the University of Michigan and is a Detroit native. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Downing.
Well, thank you very much for that very generous introduction. So graduates, parents, families, President Rudd, distinguished faculty, and guests, thank you for allowing me to be part of this wondrous day, this occasion of your graduation. It is a distinct honor to be here. So when President Rudd invited me to give this commencement, I started working on my speech, and I started thinking I should probably reflect back to my own commencement ceremony. And so I must admit, 37 years later, there really are very few memories of that day. I can't remember who gave the commencement speech. I can't remember what lessons they tried to convey to us. And so if several years down the road, you forget my name, you forget the lessons that I try to teach you today, I'll understand. I'll be disappointed, but I'll understand. So what do I remember from that commencement ceremony? So I vividly remember sitting in the audience and reflecting back on what it took for me to get that diploma. The countless courses, the long, hard hours of studying to get to that level of obtaining my bachelor's of science. Graduates, I know how hard you have worked to get to where you are today. The dedication, the time, the effort that you have spent towards your degree. You should reflect back on that journey that has brought you to this day, and you should be profoundly proud of your accomplishment. I think we should give a round of applause to the graduates of 2014. In fact, I think we should give them a standing ovation for what they have done. So today we should not only recognize them, but we need to also recognize those individuals that supported them, that nurtured them, that pushed them to achieve this accomplishment. We need to give a round of applause to the family, to the parents, to the friends, and to those special professors that got you to where you are today. So my own graduation day had a certain sense of poignancy. In college, I learned the pure joy of learning, of making friends, of being part of a community, of the life experiences that were going to influence who I was the rest of my life. I must admit, on graduation, there was a sense of sadness that this time was coming to an end. But this sense of sadness was also mixed with a sense of excitement that I was entering a new time in my life, a new chapter where I was going to go out into the world, and it was going to be totally up to me to decide what road to take, what career to follow. You now sit at this time where you get to make these choices. This is an exciting time for you, and I think as I reflect back on the choices I've made, there were really 5 guiding principles that really helped me to make those choices, not only on leaving college, but really choices I made throughout the rest of my life. And so today I'd like to share those 5 principles with you on the hope that they will help you as you enter this new chapter in your life. So the first principle, dream big. Don't dream small, dream big. Don't be afraid to think outside of the box. It is only people who dream big that are able to accomplish great things. When I was first introduced to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, I learned probably one of the greatest stories about an individual who dreamed big. And that story was about Danny Thomas, the founder of that hospital. Danny Thomas was a Hollywood entertainer who had achieved great success in his life. He decided at a point in his career to give back to the community for that success. His thought was that he was going to start a children's research hospital in the South. Now, he had no experience in running a hospital, no experience in running a research institute, had never raised any money for this kind of endeavor, and had actually never lived in the South. But he didn't let any of that get in his way. He decided that he had an important idea. That idea was that no child should die in the dawn of life, and that he was going to take that idea and mobilize his friends and people around the world to create this institution. And because of his desire to dream big, today we have St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, the largest healthcare charity in the United States. This is not only the largest healthcare charity in the United States, it's an institution that introduced the word cure to cancer, not only pediatric cancer, but all of cancer, and today is a center for hope for children around the world. Another example of dreaming big actually occurred on the University of Memphis campus 17 years ago. A group of students got together and said they were going to raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. They had an idea. And their idea was that they were going to get people to fund them to stay up all night in the name of St. Jude. Now, as I reflect back on that, it seems somewhat of a crazy idea. I mean, college students stay up all night every Friday and Saturday partying. Why would anybody support them for that? But from this idea, they were committed to it, and today, this has spawned the Up Till Dawn effort to raise money for the children of St. Jude, and it has spread from the University of Memphis to 250 colleges across the United States and has raised over $40 million for the children of St. Jude, all because somebody at the University of Memphis decided to think big. So the second principle is find your passion and pursue it. I was lucky in college to find my passion. It was science and medicine. I love pursuing new knowledge. I love experimental process and generating the data and interpreting the data and communicating those results so that they influence the way other people approach science. I've been able to pursue this interest, this passion throughout my entire career. And so every day I wake up and I'm excited about going to work. And at the end of the day, I can reflect back and be happy about what I have accomplished. You need to find that passion. You need to find that passion in both your private life and in your professional life. You're going to end up having a long career, and you want to work on something that you are truly passionate about. It will make your life much more fulfilling. The third principle, and this is, I think, one of the most important principles, is you only need a small safety net. And what I mean by this is you don't need to worry about what you're going to do if you fail. Focus on succeeding. The only safety net you need is yourself. You're intelligent, you're well-educated, you know how to work hard. Don't worry if you fail. Just pick yourself up, dust off the disappointment, and go back and try again. Perseverance is what it takes for success, and you know how to do that. You've proven that by reaching this point in your life. I also will point out that many people spend more time worrying about Plan B than Plan A. Don't worry about Plan B. Focus on Plan A. Drive yourself to success. Focus on succeeding in all walks of your life. So the fourth principle is make sure what you do has the potential to change the world. If you're going to spend the majority of your life working, it might be well for you to focus on important issues. You can work on unimportant issues, and the work is going to be just as hard, but you really need to focus on what's important. What's going to change you, your community, your family, the world. Try to pick big problems, things that are going to have an impact across the globe. Again, it's individuals that make a difference in the world, and you have within you the capacity to do that. As a graduate of this great university, I think it's your responsibility to try to do something that's going to change the world. I've been blessed in my career to play a role in changing the way medicine is practiced. I've been part of some of the most significant advances in pediatric oncology over the last 30 years. I've met the president, I've visited the White House, I count 10 Nobel laureates as personal friends of mine, and I've been parts of discussions on how to change the way medicine is practiced. If I reflect back to when I was sitting at that commencement ceremony, none of those accomplishments would I have ever thought would be possible. But what I did at many points during my career was that I sat and paused and asked what I'm working on, is it the most important thing? And if it was not, I would make a conscious effort to shift my focus onto what was most important. You need to do that in your life. You need to pause occasionally, ask yourself, what are you working on? And if it's not what you should be working on, make a conscious change and focus on the big picture, on what's important. And the fifth principle and last principle is stay true to what matters. Remember that 40 or 50 years from now, when you're at the end of your career, your diploma is going to be squirreled away in a drawer, your award are going to be hidden in closets, and what's really going to be important to you is your family and your friends and the way you treated them and the impact that you had on them. Approach everything in your life with that balance. Balance your personal life and your work life. And approach both of these with a sense of character, of integrity, of trust, of honesty, and being fair. It's only through a philosophy like that that you truly will have an impact on the people that you interact with, and that's your lasting legacy, the influence you have had on those that have worked with you throughout your career. So I ask that you reflect on these 5 principles and that you pull them out occasionally during your career and think about them and assess where you are in your career and whether it's going the way you truly want it to go. But when you leave here today, even more importantly, remember that you're leaving with more than just a diploma. You're leaving with an education from a great university, and that education is going to serve you well no matter what walk of life you are entering now. So go forth with this valuable new asset, and congratulations on achieving this milestone in your life, and go out and change the world. We're depending on you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Downing, for your timely, insightful, and meaningful comments. We will now recognize each of the graduates. Their names will be read by Mr. Jacob Allen, Assistant Professor, Musical Theater, and Ms. Anita Jo Leonard, Associate Professor, Theater and Dance. At this time, I ask our guests to join us in acknowledging the accomplishments of our graduates. We draw your attention to the overhead screen that will allow you to have a close-up view of each candidate with President Rudd. The candidates for the doctoral degrees will be presented by Dr. Jasper Dollywall, Interim Dean of the Graduate School and Vice Provost for Academic Affairs.
President Rudd, I present the candidates for the doctoral degrees. Will the doctoral candidates please rise and remain standing? President Rudd, on behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred.
Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class, upon certification by the graduate school that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation and by the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the doctoral degree that you have earned and admit to you all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate diploma.
Marshetta Siobhan Brasley is receiving the Doctor of Education degree through the Department of Instruction and Curriculum Leadership. Dr. Beverly E. Cross, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rakow, Interim Dean. Marquetta Renee Nebo is receiving the Doctor of Education degree through the Department of Instruction and Curriculum Leadership. Dr. Beverly E. Cross, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rakow, Interim Dean. Herbert N. Naduzie Ene is receiving the Doctor of Education degree through the Department of Leadership. Dr. Larry McNeil, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rakow, Interim Dean. Calvin Lacey is receiving the Doctor of Education degree through the Department of Leadership. Dr. Larry McNeil, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rakow, Interim Dean. Virginia Meadows McNeil is receiving the Doctor of Education degree through the Department of Leadership. Dr. Larry McNeil, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rakow, Interim Dean. Kimberly Frame is receiving the Doctor of Education degree through the Department of Instruction and Curriculum Leadership. Dr. Laura B. Casey, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rakow, Interim Dean. Zavida Ante Holman is receiving the Doctor of Education degree through the Department of Counseling, Educational Psychology, and Research. Dr. Stephen A. Zanskas, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rakow, Interim Dean. Valerie Michelle Jones is receiving the Doctor of Education degree through the Department of Counseling, Educational Psychology, and Research. Dr. Karen Weddle West, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rakow, Interim Dean. Shanice Tashay Malone is receiving the Doctor of Education degree through the Department of Instruction and Curriculum Leadership. Dr. J. Helen Perkins, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Racal, Interim Dean. Robert William Adams is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree through the Department of Counseling, Educational Psychology and Research. Dr. Douglas Stromer, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Racal, Interim Dean. Shaladia Kidd House is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree through the Department of Counseling, Educational Psychology and Research. Dr. Allison A. Happel, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Racal, Interim Dean. Rashunda LaRuth Stitt is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree through the Department of Counseling, Educational Psychology and Research. Dr. Christian Mueller, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Racal, Interim Dean. Jie Gao is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree through the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Ezra Rohn, Major Professor. Dr. Richard Joseph Swigert, Dean. Deepika Kanakanchi is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree through the Department of Biomedical Engineering. Dr. Amy L. DeJong Curry, Major Professor. Dr. Richard Joseph Swigert, Dean. Ahmed Mahood El Nahas is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree through the Department of Finance, Insurance, and Real Estate. Drs. Thomas H. McInish and Dr. P.K. Jun, Major Professor. Dr. Rajiv Grosvenor, Dean. Jennifer Martinez is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree through the Department of Marketing and Supply Chain Management. Dr. Marla Stafford, Major Professor. Dr. George Dietz, assisting in the hooding. Dr. Rajiv Grosvenor, Dean. Larita Rochelle Webb is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree through the School of Public Health. Dr. Satish Kedia, Major Professor. Dr. Kenneth Ward, assisting in the hooding. Dr. Lisa Klezers, Dean.
At this time, President Rudd will confer the graduate degrees. Dr. Lisa Klezers, Dean of the Public Health, will introduce the candidates for the School of Public Health.
Candidates for the Master of Public Health, please rise and remain standing. President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Public Health, I recommend the appropriate degrees be conferred.
School of Public Health Master Candidates, upon certification by the graduate school that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation and by the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the master's degree that you have earned and admit to you all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate diploma. Please be seated.
At this time, President Rudd will confer the remaining graduate degrees. Dr. Jasper Dollywall, Interim Dean of the Graduate School and Vice Provost for Academic Affairs, will introduce the school's remaining candidates.
Will all the candidates for the specialist and master's degrees please rise and remain standing? President Rudd, on behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred.
Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class, upon certification by the graduate school that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation and with the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the degree that you have earned and admit to you all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate diploma. Please be seated.
President Rudd, the deans of the colleges and schools of the candidates for the baccalaureate degree will present the undergraduate candidates as printed in the program. As your college is introduced, please rise and remain standing for the conferral of the baccalaureate degree. Dr. Richard Schweigert, Dean, Herff College of Engineering.
Will all candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the Herff College of Engineering please rise? President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the college, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be confirmed. You may be seated.
Dr. Ernest Draco, Interim Dean, College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees of the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences please rise? President Rudd, on behalf of the Dean and the faculty of the college, I recommend the appropriate degree be conferred. You may be seated.
Dr. Gail Sheba, Assistant Dean, Loewenberg School of Nursing.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the Loewenberg School of Nursing please rise? President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the school, I recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred. Please be seated.
Dr. Radash Palakirthi, Director of the Kemmons Wilson School of Hospitality and Management.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the Kemmons Wilson School please rise? President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the school, I recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred. You may be seated.
Dr. Rajiv Grover, Dean, Fogelman College of Business and Economics.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the Fogelman College of Business and Economics please rise? President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the college, I recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred. You may be seated.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise? All the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise. Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class of the undergraduate schools and colleges of the University of Memphis, with the approval of the undergraduate faculties of the university and upon certification by the dean of your college that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation, and with the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the degree that you have earned and admit to you the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate diploma. It is now customary that you move your tassel from the right to left, signifying that you have earned your baccalaureate degree. You may be seated.
Graduates who have distinguished themselves in their academic work by graduating with honors are listed in the program and can be identified by their honor cords. As I identify each honors group, please stand. Gold. Gold signifies summa cum laude. Thank you, please be seated. Red. Red signifies magna cum laude. Thank you, please be seated. White. White signifies cum laude. Thank you, please be seated. Phi Kappa Phi is the University of Memphis's highest all-discipline academic honor society. It represents the top 5% of each college or school on campus. Would all the members of Phi Kappa Phi, including the faculty and administration, please rise and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. We are pleased to have with us today Ms. Anita Vaughn. Ms. Vaughn is a life member and president of the National Alumni Association Board and CEO of Baptist Memorial Hospital for Women. She was named as Outstanding Alumna of the College of Arts and Sciences in 2005. Ms. Vaughn received both her bachelor's and master's from the University of Memphis. Ms. Vaughn brings remarks on behalf of the Alumni Association. Ms. Vaughn.
Congratulations. Let me be the first to give you congratulations from your Alumni Association. Today marks the beginning of an exciting chapter in your life journey. It is also your first day as an alumna or alumnus of the University of Memphis. You are now part of the True Blue Tiger family, which includes the likes of such a notable alums as Fred Thompson, actor and former senator, Bernice Donnell, judge of the Federal District Court, and Anthony Penny Hardaway, former NBA player and Memphis philanthropist. As a special welcome, the Alumni Association is pleased to present each of you with a complimentary first-year associate membership to the Alumni Association. It will be mailed to you with your diploma. The association has over 70 clubs, chapters, and programs based on academics, geography, and specific interests, which you may join. Just as every great city deserves a great university, every great university has a great alumni association. You are our future, our family. You are True Blue Tigers, and you are the University of Memphis Alumni Association. Congratulations.
Thank you, Anita. Each college will now proceed to the stage. The graduate students precede the undergraduate students by college or school.
These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the School of Public Health. Dr. Lisa Kleges, Dean. The following candidates have earned the Master of Public Health. Shanika C. Holmes. Deborah J. Johnson. Faith Adhiambo Ulu. Lindsay Brooke Shadnagle. Stacy Somerville. These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the Herff College of Engineering, Dr. Richard Swigard, Dean. Mark William Menard, Student Marshal for the Herff College of Engineering, is receiving the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering degree. The following candidates have earned the Master of Science degree: Kelsey Elizabeth Ford, Sarah Elizabeth Gerdner, Adetun Opetolo Komalafe, James Louis Mercero, Corey A. Robinson, Robert L. Walker IV. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering degree: Mirko Lazovic, Joseph A. Smith. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering degree: Blake Eugene Howell, Patrick N. Fleet, Darian Everett Conley, Darius D. Lyons, Angela Michelle Mooney. Blake Eugene Howell. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering degree: Christopher Adam Taylor, Matthew E. Ferguson, Brandon Demure Knight, Jimmy Jayantabai Patel, Andrew Rivers, Armstrong M. Wilson. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Engineering Technology degree: Lim Hang Hor, John Bosco Ayala, Christopher Todd Barfield, Robert Thomas Deely, John Christopher McDonald, Zachary Charles Rouser, Michael Lavelle Tipton. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering degree: Jonathan Grant Butler, Justin Jamal Hill, Jacob New. These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences. Dr. Ernest Racal, Interim Dean.
Vivian Brandhoff, Student Marshal for the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences, is receiving the Bachelor of Science in Education degree. Raven Jean Parson, Student Marshal for the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences, is receiving the Bachelor of Science in Education degree. The following candidates have earned the Education Specialist degree: Tamara Christine Lewis. The following candidates have earned the Master of Arts in Teaching degree: Shannon L. Bingham, Samantha Ray Bustos Hubani, Rachel Victoria Conwill, Marilyn M. Davis, Thermanthra Betrell Davis, Michelle Dees, Marquina Patrice Gunn, Melissa Erinda Hall, Catricia Ann Hampton, Michael D. Hayes, Devonna S. Hunter, Laura B. Isaacs, Stacy Michelle Johnson, Takesha Marie Jones, Johnny L. Nelson, Kristen Brittany Short, Mario Lamont Strickland, Elizabeth Downton Turner, Brandon Lloyd Wallace, Shannon Marie Wilhelm. The following candidates have earned the Master of Science degree: Jennifer Ann Bice, Catherine A. Bolding, Willis Douglas Bond, Sharita Renee Bozeman, Chelsea Bullock, Michelle Gold Buring, Stephanie Nicole Chester, Gregory James Conroy, Ashley Elizabeth Dennis, Rachel Blair Duke, Richard Lee Easter, Christy Lynn Edwards, Caitlin Hannah Fenton, Michael Thomas Grattan, Edward Duhan, Jesse Ho, Natalie Hornton Humphreys, Felicia King, Brandy Deanne Leatherwood, Jennifer Lee Marshall, Elizabeth Marie McLean, Lauren E. Miller, Michelle Ann Miller, Thomas Blair Morse, Margaret Catherine O'Neill, Megan A. Robinson, Amy Christine Schiller, Amanda Ruth Smith, Sherry Lynette Smith, Teresa Juanetta Smith Hill, Naina Sudarshan, Allison Floressa Sy, Perrin Leanne Tamblin, Amanda Michelle Wilkins, Elena Marie Zavelli. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Education degree: Alicia Fields, Charles Durrell Harris, Shelby Christopher Johnson, Whitney Lee Mulroy, Peter Nathan, Grant Matthew Rakasa, Shelby Tudor, Kirby Rebecca Elliott, Abby Lynn Erickson, Lillian Patricia McGee, Candice Lee Pear, Christelle Marie Kwan, Christina Diane Shully, Carolyn I. Sepuyevide, Brittany Gail Anderson, Christian E. Anto, Marcella Ann Baskin, Gwendolyn Taylor Beeson, Logan Ross Bells, Barbara Jean Booth, Benjamin Borikin, Brandon Scott Bradford, Anitra Janetta Briggs, Anjanette Broadway, Ashley Renee Bryant, Marcus A. Butler, Tawanda Lene Wright Carr, Jonathan Michael Collins, Leah Michelle Cooney, Justin Thomas Eldridge, Matthew Stephen Escara, Alicia Essery, Lindsay Fehrenbacher, Ashley Ford, John Tyler Fultz, Christina Nicole Garrett, Kendrick Ladaryl Golden, Dual Thomas Griffin, Jermia Monique Griffin, Michael Brett Hamilton, Janaya Hauser, Beatrice Chambers Hatzel, Bakari Adi Oye, Zachary Huffman, Whitney Hughes, Tamara Denise Jackson, Christy Antoinette Johnson, Margaret Ashley King, Tiara Jamie Lindsay, Amanda M. Liss, Ramsey M. Mejaj, Joshua Raul Martinez, Mallory Medder, Brooke Miller, Chanel Miller, Rika Vonique Mitchell, Amy Brooke Mozingo, Lauren Rachel Oppenheimer, Zachary Ross Pepper, Amber J. Quinn, Martavis P. Roberts, Douglas Rogers, Saria Ross, Robert W. Scott, Jr., Marilyn Jean Shaw, Sierra Lene Ship, Trisha Yvette Streeter, Hannah Summerfield. Shade Aviana Thompson. Ilya Renee Walton Thomas. LaPhaedra Trinice Watt. Angel Damen Whitfield. Ashley LaFay Wilhite. Joshua Lee Williams. Kiara Sherry Wright. These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the Loewenberg School of Nursing. Dr. Lynn Zahn, Dean. Sarah M. Edelman, Student Marshal for the Loewenberg School of Nursing, is receiving the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. The following candidates have earned the Master of Science in Nursing degree. Kimberly Sheree Brad. Jamie Lynn Carpenter. Christina Renee Cook. Barbara Casio Dennis. Nicole L. Edwards. Brenda Leith Goings. Blake Parker Henderson. Anna Marie Kilburn. Kamitra Shanae King. Jaleesa Denise Larry. Gina Marie Lucchese. Laura Marcelle Llewellyn. Amanda Marie McGee. Sandra Coe Miller. Brittany Labrilia Motlow. Debrielle Natasha Myers. Nicole Denise Neal. Tanya Shanita Oliver. Ashley Nicole Ray. John Patrick Rice. Latasha Richards. Crystal Lynn Shotwell. Lori L. Taylor. Kimberly Page Tedford. Leanne G. Terry. Clarissa Faith Tompkins. Joseph N. Tubbs. Tatiana Vorochinkina. Joyce Ja Wei. Tony Angela Williams. Tamiki Michelle Williams Dennis. Evelyn Denise Wright Lewis. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Dwayne Lee Cecil. Kelly Karsten Deering. Ariel Ernest. Olivia Ariel Ingram. Brittany Denise Patterson. Jeannie Carol Pierce. Catherine Smith. Rachel Bailey Smith. Haley Dawn Stevens. Patare A. Talley. Mary Anna Varnell. Tabitha Ida Renee Wildermuth. Jessica Hope Woodruff. Suzanne Abukrebi. Kristen Lee Barnes. Rebecca Elizabeth Barwick. Nicole Marie Benedetti. Vain Toi Tong Kao. Jacob Henry Delk. Tierney Deshawn Earls. Mallory Elizabeth Gaines. Kelsey Lauren Gaither. Lauren Renice Golden. Vladislava Levchenko. Samisia Shalice Nash. Catherine Grace Newman. Stephen Glenn Pokup. Hillary Louise Samaras, Amanda Christine Schultz, Jacqueline Morgan Singleton, Aaron Douglas Smith, Dava Smith, Courtney Renee Steinaway, Adrienne Amanda Anderson, Megan Elizabeth Arthur, Jennifer A. Bartram, Brittany Lenice Bermudez, Ashley Nicole Bashirs, Cassidy Capshaw, Joshua Brian Culver, Leandria Davis, Alicia Kathleen Fitch, Crystal Mullen Flowers, Lacey Foster, Alexis Bailey Hunt, Lakeisha Marie Hunt, Elham Ibrahim, Shauna Nicole McCain, Sierra Shanice Nash, Taylor Marie Odell, Jessica Lindsay Riley, Carolyn R. Robbins, Choicey Sawyer, Lauren Nicole Sidori, Jessica Ann Stutz, Brittany M. Taylor, Crystal Ward, Courtney N. White, Patsy S. Whitson,
These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the Kemmons Wilson School of Hospitality and Resort Management. Dr. Radesh Palakurthi, Director and Professor. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Arts degree: Shelby Jones, Xing Rong, Jackie Lee. These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the Fogelman College of Business and Economics. Dr. Rajiv Grosvenor, Dean. The following candidates have earned the Executive Master of Business Administration degree: Kenechua Aningo, Michael Bolthouse, Michelle Nix Buring, Christopher John Ehrentraut, Lydia Gardner, Travis DeAndre Green, James Harmon Howdeshell, Amelia Ann Lovern, Brian William McKinnon, Jeremy Rains, Juloy Raymer, Zachary Scott, Elizabeth Wilson. The following candidates have earned the Master of Business Administration degree: Richard Akomia, Gurshan Singh Bansal, Kimberly N. Beckton, Carolyn Elizabeth Berry, Adrian Blackney, Benjamin Douglas Bowden, Vincent Chernushin, Amelia Baker Cole, Jenny Elizabeth Dickerson, Jared David Drawn, Dennis Easter, Catherine Teresa Elrich, Emmanuel Esberry, Shai Finkelstein, Carrie Lynn Goen, Angelica Leanne Harden, Justin Brewer Hilliard, Muhammad Ashif Jahan, William Orville Lasley III, Maninda Kore Lotte, Allison Parker Mars, Alvaro Franklin Palacia, Mohammed Mahmudur Rahman, Maria Rindashova, David R. Schlesinger, Arati Sharma. The following candidates have earned the Master of Science degree: Michael Maurice Allen, Prasanti Ande, Tamika LaShawn Bobo, Joshua Conway, Aneta Jimyanchik, Danielle DeCraft Feather, John Walter Forsberg, Gilbert Jason Ham, Kimberly T. Harvey, Jason Michael Kirk, Michael Anthony Lawrence Jr., Tamuraz Muhammad Masari, Brian Maurice, Christine F. McDonald, Tala Nijma, Carol Ann Sneed, Marwa Azmi Solomon, Michael B. Wade, Linley Shu, Jinnan Shao. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Business Administration degree: Kevin M. Brazel, Caitlin Kluth, Hui Lee, Matthew Scott Miles, Mary Jane P. Navarro, Brett Howard Smith, Adam Lane Thompson, Rachel Lee Worthington, Corey Bluen, Christopher E. Butler, Brittany M. Servo, Melissa D. DeLashmit, Jonathan Conrad Ertz, Miriam Graham, Caleb Harper, Robert W. Morgan, Christina Fong No, Victoria Wynn, Nicholas Nicolo, Dexter L. Orman, Sharlandra Annette Feeler, Wayne Michael Rainey, Parker Wallace Richardson, Christopher Taylor Summers, Mary Ann Nell Swain, Brandon Christopher Hayes Taylor, Sarah Thompson, Lacey Ray Lynn Adams, Coulter Owen Adkins, Mia L. Atkins Beeson, Nicole Denise Blow, Shelley Renee Boaz, Shell B. Bounds, John Vincent Burrell, Stephen Justin Chambers, Josh A. Chester, Jennifer S. Cresswell, Austin Errett, John Foley, Brittany Ann Hayes, Matthew Edward Hayward, Lauren Marie Hintz, Isaac T. Houston, Timothy Morial Ingram Jr., Garrett Lacey, Chelsea Elizabeth Lanier, Michelle Ann McCracken, Megan Avalon Miles, Lauren Alyssa Riggs, Cameron Dakota Rogers, Brianna Brooke Schramm, Tanarat Terry K. Tongumpan, Kanjay Michel Tysinger, Ryan Spencer Volves, Erica Nicole Walker, Anna Marie Whitaker, Lindsay Joy Wooten, Jeffrey Scott Williams, Ross Wilson, Shelby Dawn Yardley, Rami Mohammed Akil, Mansoor Ali Aljishi, Brandon Alexander Anderson, Karshena Lorraine Anderson, Valeria Alejandra Ayala, Kentrell DeRay Ballard, Elliot Bernard Beard, Joshua Bellamy, Celeste Adrian Bernard, Leslie Danielle Berry, Tasha Blackwell, Devielle Aladrea Boyce, Constance Renee Brantley, Olivia Brewer, Kelsey Elizabeth Browning, Melvin Matthew Burrell, Ladd Caldwell, Taylor Elizabeth Carmack, David Austin Cash, Graham Wesley Chandler, Ebony Latrice Cole, Thomas Cole, Harriet Young Crump, Frederick Evan Culver, Randy Lee Daly, Esha Sandra Das, Benjamin Daniel Darty, Janva Elise DeWalt, Omar Diallo, Marika Glasper Dockery, Brittany M. Donaldson, Stephen A. Douglas, Mimi Ijomo Duru, Amber D. Dyson, Zachary Andrew Easley, Tony D. Edwards, Trey Ellis, Janine Antoinette Entwistle, Sydney Elise Featherstone, Greg Neil Ford, Davida L. Franklin, Jamarcus Frazier, Jenna Lynn French, Kristen Marie Frisbee, Kaylee S. Geary, Christiana Simone Gilles, Stephen Michael Glennon, Christopher Shaw, Kathy Misharon Golden, Vincent Forrest Gross, Joshua Hamlet, Jared Scott Harding, Darian D. Hart, Darian Hayes, Morgan Lee Herring, Katie M. Howard, Darius Ramon Johnson, Lakeisha Nicole Johnson, Elizabeth Ann Keene, Stacy Lanham Lauber, Anna Brooke Lyles, Darius Yates, Christopher Robin Lowe, Samantha Ann Martin, Kelsey Elaine McCarthy, Amanda L. Butler McLean, Darren McLeod, Stephanie Shea McLeod, Ronald J. McGee, Courtney Nicole McKay, Margaret Ellen McKinney McGowan, Jordan Paul Myers, Carmacia Lashandra Moore, Carlos Moreno Espinoza, Alyssa Ann Naidu, Tamara Marie Yates, Mark Andrew Newborn, Christopher James Osborne, Matthew Scott Potty, Kenya Michelle Fain, Erica Shalone Perry, Nathan Thomas Farr, James Phillips, Ricky Petrie, Akia K. Prince, Kristen Kathleen Randalls, Michael Christopher Ridley, Xavier D. Robinson, Timothy Ryan Ingram, Jonathan Russell, Hannah Suggy, Dominique Self, Evan D. Similton, Austin Christopher Smith, Brad Smith, Ajaratu Sinabu So, Daniel C. Speck, Daniel W. Stevenson, Darius Rashad Sullivan, Ariel Sweet, Corey E. Taylor, Carla Tellez, Kevin Franklin Tyler, Kyle Garner Van Gundy, Grant Edward Vazano, David T. Vo, Lisa Evelyn Walls, Maricus Terrell Webb, Lauren Weinman, Benjamin Whitaker, Tierra Ward, Alton Williams Jr., Kevin D. Youngblood, Tan Hu Win,
Yeah, I've got it. Okay, I think all of our graduates deserve one more round of applause. I'm sure that everyone here today will want to join me in expressing a genuine sense of gratitude to a group of very special people. For several semesters now, they have worked with you as you pursued your educational goals. They have invested in you and invested in your lives. As I ask this representative group of faculty and administrators here today to stand, please join me in recognizing their remarkable contributions. The completion of an academic degree is never done alone. Much appreciation and gratitude for support and encouragement is owed to those closest to us, and that includes parents, spouses, siblings, significant others, children, and friends. Will those in the audience with us today please stand so that all of our students, faculty, and administrators can recognize your tremendous support. Please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, following the playing of the alma mater, students and guests are requested to remain in their seats for the recessional of the platform party and faculty. Please stand now and turn to page 62 of your program and join us as we sing the alma mater.
Stand firm, O alma mater, for the years to come. In days of youth and beauty, thy halls have been our home. In time of preparation, great lessons didst thou teach, till now, alma mater, the stars will strive to reach.
pass me your music. Please take the stands and put them on the rack. Please have a ridiculously fine break.